Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're with Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us, as always, is the very high up Tallahassee. How are you this evening, my friend?
Alright, I just put a lift kit on my Yarnosaur, so it should be good to, do some forward driving and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you're such a car nerd, aren't you? Look, yet again, how come you're so much bigger? Hang on, wait. Okay, stay. Yeah. Hang on a minute. You know what I've got to do here, folks. There we are. How's that? Oh, that's terrible. Right. So anyway, the view from here is not so great. You know what?
Hang on. Have a look at your horse's head coming, or where it's coming out. My Yarnosaur is taking a giant horse shit.
There is so much wrong with this picture. Not only is the horse's head coming out of your Yarnosaur's rear, and I don't know if you swing around, but the chest of my horse makes it look like your Yarnosaur's very well hung, and in fact, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And then, of course, there's my view from up here, which is,
and print screen.
Yeah, it's print screen. There we go. It's Tallahassee with the head rearing Yarnosaur. That is so wrong. I can't, for some strange reason, I just can't stop staring at it. You know, you can't unsee it either.
It's like a car accident.
It is like a car accident. Oh, that's the worst thing ever. Alright, so perhaps what we'll do is we'll just move a little bit, folks, so it's not quite so disturbing. There we go. Now, what I want to test, I want to get off that, and I want to test, because, it's not fair. Tallahassee's is always bigger. That's what always... the mount, is always bigger.
What the ladies say as well.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, now look at that. Even with my Yarnosaur, hang on, let's just do the same deal here. There we go. And now you've got a Yarnosaur head sticking out of the rear of your Yarnosaur. But still, why is mine so much smaller? I don't get it. Is it because...
I've got a feeling it comes down to the character model height.
Oh. Okay, and just...
Because mine's the tallest possible and yours is not.
Yeah, okay. So it's actually scaling the mount to the same there. That's... Yeah, I guess so. Look, the same thing does happen in other MMOs. I know, for example, in WoW, it's bizarre. It's the opposite way around. If you are a gnome, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but if you are a gnome and you get on a mount, it's actually a whole bunch bigger than if you have a big character. So, for example, if you're a Tauren or something like that, your mount will be really small, which means it's ridiculous, because if you have a small mount anyway, it makes it smaller. So maybe it's deliberate to make big orcs and taurens look stupid, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, whatever their logic is, folks, welcome to this most bizarre episode there. I think we've created that was a new crossbreed, I think. Let's try that again. It's a Yarna horse or something like that. And it definitely...
Does anyone remember Cat Dog?
Yeah, Cat Dog. Absolutely, I thought I'd be the only person to know.
Yeah, that's what's going on there, so it's Yarna horse.
And look, Slim's fascinated by the view there as well. Well, that's... Oh, dear. Okay,
I believe that's his... What the fuck is going on, Lord?
Yeah, I think that's right, and I think we need to get off that topic and get on with the game, folks. You didn't come here to see weird mutated Yarnosaurs. What we did come here to have a look at, though, is...
How the hell do you know? Maybe they did.
Well, maybe they did, I guess. Oh, dear. All right, well, I'm going to move away from that topic because it's just going to go downhill from there. We're going to have a look at our mail here. We've got one from Trion Worlds. So, folks, if you're playing along at home, make sure you check your mail. I'm sure you would have got one, Tallahassee, as well. Thank you for subscribing to our newsletter. Seems to me, mate, that pretty much anything you do in Trion in Rift these days, Trion give you a gift in the mail for. Thank you for waking up this morning. Thank you for clicking your mouse. Thank you for having, 2 arms. I don't know. Here's a gift. Anyway, as a token of our appreciation, we're awarding you with a title. Here we go, and it's called the Rift Watcher. Just click the item below, and it will be added to your titles in your character window. Thanks for playing Rift. Okay, there we go. I've clicked the item below. Let's have a look. We'll go to our, where is it? Titles. There we go. And there it is. All right, am I now the Rift Watcher?
You are.
I am a Rift
Congratulations.
Watcher. I know, I feel very special. Now, here's another question, by the way, that a couple of people have asked in personal messages, and I haven't actually got round to asking you about it. We've got suffixes here. How on earth do you get prefixes? Because I know on your main character, your warrior, your Sir something or other, aren't you? You've definitely got a prefix.
Yeah, Sir Northlander.
Yeah, Sir Northlander, that's right. So how do you get... Are they just something that occur later on in the game in, like, raids or something?
No, there's some quests that you can get stuff like that for.
Okay.
But just I haven't done too many of them. I know the Sir one came from a quest line in Stillmore.
Oh, is it a zone?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sort of a level 45 to 50 zone.
Oh, Stillmore, there it is. The one that's glowing red at the moment. Next to us.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
All right. Oh, speaking of zones, not today perhaps, but we mustn't forget as well, we've got to go to Gloamwood and of course do our little supplement, your special Find a Secret, so we must remember to do that. But in the meantime, folks, you can see we have here on the map but one solitary lonely quest, and it's all the way down there to the southeast. So tally-ho, Tallahassee, off we go. Now, you're saying, by the way, we were chatting about this before we started filming, we do only have the one quest at the moment, but you reckon that that's actually going to lead basically to another questing hub, yeah?
Yeah, that's going to be the quest hub.
Alright, okay, so you can see, folks, we're going to basically shift down in the zone a little bit. There's still quite a bit of the zone to cover off. You can see we've only sort of covered off the top third there, and we've still got this big, massive chunk of it down the bottom. Although, Tallahassee, I've got a funny feeling you said at one point that the bottom half of the zone was mainly for the Defiants or something. Is that right?
Yeah, you get kicked out of there pretty fast.
Okay, so we're not really going to see the whole area sort of to ourselves, so to speak. Whoops.
No. And for whatever reason, I've frozen again.
Oh, you're frozen. Now, did you get kicked out of your game?
And now
just freeze up? Oh no, there he is, he's back.
Yeah, it just froze up.
Oh dear. So now, of course, the last time we played, this was happening to you, and we were assuming it's the Battlefield 3 drivers, because of course Tallahassee's been active in the Battlefield 3 beta. Did you ever end up stripping those ones off and putting other ones back on?
I did, but then I wanted to try out some changes to the beta again, so yeah, I had to install them again, and I haven't gotten rid of them.
Ah, dear. Alright, well, I certainly hope they don't cause you too much grief in tonight's episode. There we go. Is it over? Finish up. Excuse me. Alright, now... Oh, there we go. Okay, well, look, for what it's worth, my Rift is running like a dog tonight. I don't know if it's... And for once, it doesn't actually seem to be Vista. It just seems to be very, very laggy. Like, quests take ages and ages to come up. Anyway, here we go, folks. We've got 3 quests. Collect Oswald's tail. We've got the banishing there. Use runed gems to banish captured Planars. And then finally here, kill Defiants in Granitedust Gulch and kill Xenlor the Technomancer. Technomancer. Well, there's a mancer that I've never heard before in any lore or game or fiction. Technomancer. Well, actually, having said that, oh, there they are up the top there too. Technomancer, that sounds very much like Guardian, because isn't this game really sort of about tech versus non-tech?
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, it's pretty much what it is.
Yep, so that makes sense, I suppose. There we go, 1 out of 10. Now, of course, folks, we're making sure that wow, what happened there? Making sure that we've got our life bloom, or whatever it's called. What is it? The life-bound veil. And, of course, sanctified. Is it? Yep, synthesis, rather. Up on Tallahassee. Make sure that he gets all that healing.
And make sure that you try and kill me by, you know, alt-tabbing and attacking everyone.
Yeah, the good old tab is my friend. Whoops. Now you might notice too, folks, by the way, we've got this simple meter here. You might remember it from the last episode because, of course, we're playing post-patch, which means that we've now got add-ons, of course. And I'm running this simple meter add-on here, and you can see it's actually measuring DPS. Finally, we're getting some DPS measurement in the game. Now, the thing is, I was just talking to Tallahassee before about it. It has actually been updated now on the Raid UI, the Rift UI website. Oh, there's a captured planar. Used runed gems. I haven't got any runed gems. How do I get runed gems? Because there's none.
By killing stuff.
Yeah, there's none on my tracker. Anyhow, folks, sorry, what I was saying is that this UI edition here, the DPS meter, the add-on, has actually been updated. And you'll remember that we spoke about this in the last episode, how it's kind of a bit sensitive. It needs to sort of have a running average to be of real use. Well, apparently that has actually, there we go, there's a rune gem. Apparently it has actually been updated. I just haven't actually managed to go along and download the new version. There we go. Banishing a captured planar, by the way, part of our quest. We've got to do 3 of those. Excuse me. There it is.
That's good. It counted for me.
Oh, good, good. So, look, I promise very shortly we will download the new version of this DPS meter UI add-on here and check it out. Hopefully it will work with its averages and just be a little more useful. Yikes, getting knocked back there by Xenlor the Technomancer. Oh, okay, so this is the named mob that we had to kill. There we are, not a big issue. And of course we don't have any rune gems to be able to banish this guy, unfortunately. Captured planar. Alright, so back down we go to
we'll
get some
more.
Get some more. Now, another big question, of course, to you, Tallahassee, is have you gone out and bought the Blu-ray edition of Star Wars yet?
Oh, fuck no.
No. Hell no, he says.
But speaking of Star Wars...
Yeah?
Speaking of Star Wars, I know someone that got onto the beta.
I know someone who got onto the beta as well, actually.
Whose name starts with Sam and ends with Bo.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea whatsoever. Look, I did indeed, and I've had a quick look. Unfortunately, though, can we jump down here? By the way, do you mind? Where are you? Where did you go?
Yeah, no, we can.
Yeah, cool. Yep, love to be able to talk about it, but bound by a horrible, lengthy NDA there. So that's about all I can say. So till another time.
Also on the Diablo 3 beta.
Ah, yeah, well that's one that I can talk about. Whoa.
You son of a bitch.
No. You know what? Look, I'm really looking forward to it being released. Of course, you don't get to play much in the beta. Yeah, look, it's not what I thought it would be, to be honest. I'm a huge Diablo 2 fan, by the way. So I do love me some Diablo 2, and I really like the dark theme of it, and the sound and music is a big part of it to me. A lot of it seems to me to be a bit wowish, to be honest. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, but it certainly doesn't feel as Diablo as I'd like it to. But anyway, who knows? It's still early days, I guess. Alright, so what do we need to do? Is that it done?
Oswald's tail, that's all that we need.
Oh. And that would be over there. Alright, let's see if we can use my, what is it, the Angelic Flight. There we go. Whee! Haven't used that for a long time. Gosh, brings back memories back in the early days. Now, another question that a lot of our viewers keep asking me anyway, I don't know why they just don't ask you directly, but that's okay, is do you have, Tallahassee, a Defiant character? And if so, what class?
No, I did not.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so you're purely playing for the Guardians. I mean the Alliance. I mean the Guardians. Now, how is your...
Don't know about.
How's your level 50 tank going, by the way? Because am I right that I saw some guild news that there was a raid last night?
There was a raid last night.
Did you participate?
It was GP. Yes, I was there.
Oh,
but
awesome.
It started quite late,
Oh, yep.
so I didn't get to stick around for the whole thing.
And what's GP?
Gilded Prophecy. It's a 10-man raid. Sort of in Shimmer Sands, which is another area that we'll get to once we get to the appropriate level.
Yep. And it's good. Like
so
the raids
out there.
They're panning out
Yeah,
well.
really cool mechanics.
Ah.
Really cool mechanics.
Well, hang on. We're going the wrong way. Find Reginald Gaunt. Why is nothing tracking? Sorry to interrupt. Why? Scarlet Gorge map.
No, he's all down there.
Oh. It's just, I guess all of the hand-ins are all stacked on the one icon, I suppose, so it's a bit hard to see. Anyway, so the raid mechanics are actually interesting again. That's good. Are they like, they're not frustrating?
A little bit, but they're a lot of fun. Like, there's one boss who's a Simon Says boss.
Oh?
So he basically says, "Jump, you fools,"
Yep.
and you've got to start jumping.
No way.
Yeah, so you're there jumping up and down, trying to DPS and heal.
Whoops, sorry about that, folks. For some reason, Rift locked up then and maybe had the same problem as you, Tallahassee. Maybe there's something going on with the patch. Maybe it's not quite right, because that's the first time I've ever had Rift actually lock up and boot me out. That's interesting. So we'll just quickly
Could be.
Yeah, just hand in these 3 quests here. What do we got? Demon Skull, eh? Totem. Which one of these is worth the most money? That one there. Finish that off. Inventory full? What? What inventory full? What? Oh, good lord.
Go
There's 2.
sell some shit.
Yeah, that's the usual story, isn't it? Where's the...
There's a general goods vendor around the corner.
Oh, is there? Aha. Why, they like
Up on the
hiding
shelf.
these guys, don't they?
I sell the
Yeah.
finest wares in Tulara.
Why would they want to put them in plain sight?
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
What I love is there's an NPC standing here,
Yeah.
and it looks like she's in a bikini or something. And she's just standing around talking to a dwarf wearing a Ninja Turtle mask.
Let us trade again someday.
Really?
Yeah, where I am.
Let's have a
Oh, look
look.
at the 2.
Whoa, that is a Ninja Turtle mask. That is. I love being a turtle. There you go. Classic pickup by Tallahassee there. And she's got chaps on or something. Anyway, right, now let's see if we can hand these in.
She's not cold.
No, that's for sure. Alright, so handing all these in. There we go, the banishing. What are we up to, by the way? Up to, let's have a look, 27% of the way through level 31. And let's have a look at these. Oh, some Rockridge slippers. Oh, no, we can't take them yet. We're just accepting the quest. So you're right, there's a whole bunch of quests we've got to accept here. Sanctuary Guard.
Good to see you. Best of luck.
We go, just going to quickly go back to the general goods vendor and sell off a little bit of that stuff that I just got.
Welcome.
Now, what's that?
Only a little bit.
Yeah, well, okay, a lot of it. There we go, get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alright, so now it would appear that we have some inventory space. Amazing! Sell.
Always a pleasure.
Alright, all done. Let's have a look at the old map, and what are we doing? We're basically heading Oh, so it's going to send us back to the northwest. That's a bit annoying, but down here we've got the banish the Fireborn Imps using the binding chalk. Alright, so have we got... Yes, we have. Get thee gone. We've got binding chalk. Good stuff. Alright, so anyway, before we were rudely interrupted by a crash... Oh, discovered Rock Ridge. Wow, this is a cool looking area, if you ask me. Whoa, is that what the binding chalk does?
Yep.
Wow, that's very cool.
That's not an imp.
Ah. Alright, so you can see that's called, well, it's called a Smoldering Hound, folks, so why can't, I can't butcher it because I'm not high enough level. And obviously the theme here is fire, and that's a very cool looking mob right there. Look at that. That is awesome.
If you remember... Oh god, what the hell instance was it? Iron Tombs?
Oh, these guys were there, weren't they?
The big boss?
Yeah.
The big boss at the very end?
You're right. Alright, so, and there you go, look, you can see the name of that is Smoldering Hellion. So, without doubt, this zone obviously has a very fiery theme, and in fact, if you look up at the sky there, folks, you can see that basically it's like flames, blood red flames there in the sky. The whole lighting of the zone has sort of changed as well to be very fire red. And is that obviously a, yeah, so there's a fire rift there as well. So this is quite a cool little change up, I must say.
There's a big fire rift.
Yeah. So anyhow, sorry, back to your story about the raid and the raid mechanics there before Rift decided to disappear on us. So you're saying it's basically like a Simon Says thing, and you're having to jump around while you're healing and what have you. Why do you have to jump? Like, how do they get you to jump? Is there stuff on the floor that's nasty, that's timed and stuff like that?
There's a AoE that gets sent around.
Right.
And yeah, if you get caught in that, it will kill you.
Right. So, and the way to avoid it is to jump.
Is to jump. And there's others where you have to go ahead and target yourself, because if you don't, then you end up doing a whole heap of damage to yourself as well, and to everyone else in the raid.
Oh, to everyone else in the raid. Ouch, that's nasty.
Yeah, it's like you can get away with 1 or 2 hits, but any more than that and you will kill everyone.
Yikes, ouch. And of course, this is obviously level 50 that Tallahassee's talking about here, but to get into something like that, do you need to, you know, have some special gear? Like, could anyone, you know, like, how do I put this? A lot of people would be interested in knowing, you know, hey, are these raids sort of, are you able to just hit level 50 and pretty much go in there with the gear you've got, or do you have to spend a long time to sort of, you know, get new gear to be able to get in there? And if you do, how do you go about doing that? Is it a very long grind, for example, or is it bought from a vendor, or how do you do it?
No, you've got to start doing the T1 and T2 instances.
Right.
Which sort of, you'll be able to do pretty much as soon as you get to level 50.
Right. And they're going to give you... They're going to give you the gear.
They're actually quite difficult, those ones. Yeah. They'll give you the gear that you need, but they are quite difficult to do.
Especially, I guess, because you're coming out... I mean, look, I'm going to use a term from WoW, but just so we know what we're talking about. I guess if you hit level 50 and you're fresh in your greens, if you know what I mean, would that be a fair statement? And then you've got to start...
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you've got to start collecting up the good stuff. Now, is the gear that you get from all of these, are they sets? Is it much like WoW or, you know, EverQuest or any other game like that? Are they actually in sets?
Yeah, there are sets. There are sets.
Alright.
And you can visit the vendor and there'll be a listing of them there.
Right.
And there's a T1 set, which is... It's fairly decent sort of purple level gear. And then there is T2,
Yep.
which is the next level up.
Right. Now, in the...
And then, of course, there's raid gear as well that you can get.
Yeah, for sure. In the patches that have come out recently, because of course, folks, there's just been lots and lots and lots of patches. Do they release new sets of gear, for example?
I haven't seen any new sets of gear coming out.
Right.
I know with every raid that they release, there's new raid gear that you can get.
Okay. Yep. Oh, that's a good way of getting it, I suppose.
So, yeah, for tanks there's a set that's called Tam something or other, and there's another one which is Delphi's gear as well, which is sort of the basic, I guess, raid gear.
Right.
It's just trying to think of the best word for it.
Like entry level, you mean?
Well, it's not really entry level. A lot of that entry level stuff is going to come from, you know, those Tier 1 and Tier 2 type situations anyway. So
yeah,
no, it's a little bit more than a little bit more than sort of entry level.
So I just
because
need,
I mean, there are requirements.
Yeah,
there are requirements to be able to do T1 and T2 as well. So if you don't meet the requirements, then you won't be able to queue for them as well.
Oh, so they're actually... So entry is gated by a gear score, I guess, for want of a better word?
Yeah, you've got to have a certain amount of hit. I know for me to get into T1 and T2, I had to have 100 hit.
Right,
so for you, I think you'd have to have 100 focus.
Right. So I just had to kill one more of them for my quest. We can go hand in now if you want. Now, when you say that, are you saying that that's what's ideal from a player perspective, or is that actually going to lock you out in the dungeon finder if you don't meet those requirements?
It actually locks you out unless you meet those requirements.
Okay, right. Well, look, I'm sure a lot of people don't like that, but I actually don't mind it at all because it just means that you're not wasting everybody's time by running in there completely undergeared and just wiping. And
that's really what it's for. I mean, you can get the 50 plus hit that you need really easily. Like a lot of the crafted gear, you'll get that easy. A lot of the a lot of the gear that you'll get from just like the regular instances, you'll get that easy.
Right. No, it's good. It's good. Good to know. Of course, asking Tallahassee all these questions because we're not of a high enough level, and I'm not of a high enough level to have experienced these myself, of course. Alright, there we go. Rockridge slippers. Oh! They are definitely better than what we've currently got, so let's slap those puppies on. And rune break those ones. No, not allowed to rune break them because I'm too low. Fine.
All threats are fleeting.
And just make a quick trip to the vendor before we wrap up our episode. Hey, come back! Oh no! There goes all of our quests. So there you go, folks. That's, of course, what happens when there's an invasion. And it is a great mechanic too, where your actual quest givers, NPCs, and utility NPCs will actually take off and try and defend their outpost, meaning you can't hand in your stuff. So there's absolute motivation for you to actually participate in beating back the invasion, so you can actually hand in your bloomin' quest. Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
And there they go back. Come on. Right, now stay put this time, please, General Goods Vendor.
I buy and sell.
There we go. Alright, so let's quickly pick up the... Oh, now this one seems to be repeatable here. What's this? Liberate the citizens. Kill Smoldering Tormentors and liberate Rockridge citizens. Are you going to pick this one up?
I already have.
Alright,
Journey well.
grab that one. And we got one here from the Sanctuary Guard. Free captured Rockridge citizens
Best of
again.
luck.
So I guess that's the first time you do it, and this other one is the repeatable ongoing one. Why would you do it repeatable? Just for XP and for some kind of rep, I presume?
Yeah, for quarry rat.
Quarry rep. And look at that, folks, in the background there. Amazing looking water rift. Although that tentacle in the middle is rather disturbing, I must say, and got the blobs on the ground. Maybe we'll go over there and lend a hand. But anyway, in the meantime, that's it for us. Time goes so fast when you're having fun. Sorry about the little crash there, and maybe in the next episode we'll try and sort out and get the updated simple meter as well, so you can have a look at that in the flesh, so to speak. But thanks very much, Tallahassee, for the answers to all of the questions that we're getting about the raiding in Rift. I guess a lot of our viewers are getting up to a higher level, of course leveling a lot faster than our Let's Play, and wanting to start to know exactly how it works. And of course the other answer to that, folks, is if you want to be part of a guild that is raiding and doesn't actually force you to raid, but you'd like to go on the odd one, then of course join our Seraphim guild, and the link to the application form on the Seraphim website is in the doobly-doo below. So it'd be very nice to see you come along and join us for some fun. But in the meantime, that's it from me, Sambo, Seraphis, and the wonderful Tallahassee. So I was saying, take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. Look forward to seeing you next time. See you then, and bye-bye.